The Pittsburgh Steelers' legacy of success has earned them a well-deserved reputation as one of the premier franchises in the NFL. With their 6 Super Bowl titles and countless legendary defensive players, Pittsburgh has long been considered a top destination for athletes looking to make their mark in professional football. While the team's recent struggles may have somewhat diminished that aura of invincibility, there are still players who hold the Steelers organization and its storied defense in the highest regard when making decisions about their careers. One such player is Lawrence Guy Shior, a seasoned NFL defensive end whose years of service on the front lines have given him ample experience and wisdom. Now, as Guy approaches the twilight of his career, he's made it clear that he'd like to end his playing days in Pittsburgh, a city that he admires and a franchise with a defense he holds in high esteem. Guy, who at 35 years old is nearing the conclusion of what has been a standout career, has shown no signs of slowing down. While the NFL is often a young man's league, some veterans like Guy continue to defy the odds and find ways to contribute to winning teams. His passion for the game remains palpable, and he's hungry for one last shot at playing with a defense that embodies the hard-hitting, blue-collar mentality that has come to define the Steelers. During a recent appearance on Good Morning Football, Guy didn't mince words about his desire to join Pittsburgh's defense. "I'm a defensive guy," Guy stated without hesitation. "I need to go to a team that thrives on defense, a team that understands what it means to control the line of scrimmage and dominate in the trenches." While acknowledging that his future in the NFL remains uncertain, Guy expressed an eagerness to continue his career, ideally with the Steelers. What's most striking about Guy's comments is the deep respect he has for Pittsburgh's defense. Despite having spent much of his career with rival teams, including the Baltimore Ravens, Guy spoke warmly of the Steelers' reputation for defensive excellence. "I get it. I played for the Ravens. I know the rivalry. I've been a part of the black and blue game," Guy continued. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh's defense is something special. This team is built on defense. It's in their DNA. The stars who have come through here, the players who have worn that jersey, they're part of a tradition of dominance, and I'd love to be a part of that. In his interview, Guy shared a light-hearted moment as well, joking about the possibility of teaming up with Cam Hayward, another stalwart of the Steelers' defense. "I know Cam and I are getting up there in age," he laughed. "We're both seasoned vets, and we kind of look alike. The only difference is he's got hair and I don't." The humor aside, it was clear that Guy has great respect for Hayward, and the prospect of playing alongside a player of his caliber is certainly appealing. Guy and Hayward, two veterans with a combined wealth of experience, could form a formidable partnership, bringing leadership and toughness to Pittsburgh's already impressive defense. Though Guy's chances of joining the Steelers may seem slim, especially given the team's recent draft selections, it's not an entirely impossible scenario. Guy, who played for the New England Patriots and most recently the Cincinnati Bengals, is a free agent as of now, and his desire to continue playing remains undiminished. His physical skills might not be what they once were, but his football IQ, leadership, and ability to mentor younger players would be valuable assets for any team, particularly one like the Steelers that prides itself on defensive excellence. Speaking of the Steelers' defense, the team has clearly made an effort to improve its front line in recent years. In the 2025 NFL Draft, Pittsburgh selected defensive tackle Derek Harmon with the 21st overall pick, signaling a renewed commitment to shoring up the defensive line. Harmon, a powerhouse prospect, brings both size and speed to the table, and his potential is sky high. Additionally, the Steelers added two more promising defensive players in Jack Sawyer and Yar Black later in the draft, reinforcing the team's focus on stopping the run and generating pressure on opposing quarterbacks. These young talents could certainly help Pittsburgh's defense in the coming years, but the Steelers may want to consider adding more experience to complement their rookie prospects. With Guy's deep understanding of the game and his ability to contribute immediately, he could serve as a bridge between the past and the future of Pittsburgh's defense. His veteran presence could provide invaluable insight for the younger players, while also allowing the Steelers to remain competitive in the short term. There's another layer to consider as well. Pittsburgh has always been a franchise that values character and toughness. The Steelers' defensive units have long been the backbone of the team, and Guy's mindset fits perfectly with the team's ethos. Known for his gritty play and unrelenting style, Guy would fit right in with Pittsburgh's steel curtain mentality, one that emphasizes toughness, discipline, and a refusal to back down. While some might argue that Guy's best days are behind him, his leadership and ability to set an example for younger players could be just as important as his on-field performance. At the same time, the Steelers are currently in a phase of rebuilding and reloading their defensive roster. Adding another proven veteran like Guy could give the defense a crucial boost as they continue to develop their younger stars. Pittsburgh's defense has always been about creating pressure and causing chaos, and with a player like Guy in the mix, they'd have even more firepower to rely on when facing off against some of the league's most potent offenses. Even though it may not be the most likely move, the idea of Lawrence Guy suiting up for the Steelers in 2025 would certainly make for an exciting storyline. His experience, leadership, and defensive prowess could be exactly what Pittsburgh needs as they look to return to their defensive dominance of yesteryear. The decision remains uncertain, but one thing is for sure. If Guy gets his wish and finds himself wearing black and gold, he would bring the same ferocity and passion that has made him a force on the field for over a decade. Whether it happens or not,